You ready? Let's go get it. Let's work.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining in again. We're coming back today and going to discuss a player that Coach and I or a player who has caught our eye, Miss JuJu from USC. JuJu.
Man,
with the bun. And she got the bun. Is that what she got?
That's her signature, man.
That's her signature.
I saw her in a commercial with Joel Embiid. He's like, you got to get the JuJu, and she had
got
the bun.
him having a little bun.
You big time when you're like, yo, you got Joel Embiid getting the bun, but JuJu got game.
She definitely has game, and like we were talking about earlier, man, the women's basketball is in good hands. We got some nice, fresh talent coming up the pipeline, man. And she's going to be the next superstar, I believe. Yeah, and I think she's going to do some really, really good things for the league and for women's sports overall.
You know, Coach, you hit the nail on the head on that one. I'm gonna keep it real. Like women's sports in good hands. And it's no disrespect to the old school women. I know the challenge has been because they haven't got the props that they deserve. There's been some ballers throughout the years, but it's something about the buzz of college women's basketball and how it's transcending and transferring or however you want to put it into the W, right? But before she get to the W, man, JuJu Watkins is lighting it up at USC, and we was watching some highlights, Coach, and we're gonna go through some highlights, and we're gonna show it, and we want to see if something catches our eye, then we'll stop and break it down.
Right, exactly. All right, let's check it out. Check out these highlights from JuJu.
Indeed.
Slow it down a little bit.
Ooh.
I mean, if we slow it down, so people can see, right? If it's going fast, there's some stuff you can miss. And, with us though, we need to slow it down so we can look at that fundamental, because that's what we breaking down, their fundamentals. So these players can take different elements of what they see that she's doing and add it to their game.
And I'm looking at her already ready to use that offhand, right?
Yep.
And look at that. Like,
look
let me
you see a little push right there though? That's that MJ little shove. Well, MJ, he shoved a little bit more. That's that Kyrie Irving. He does that little bump. But look at that.
Not the stop and go with the split. See, young ladies and young men, when you guys talk about having stuff in your bag, it ain't like she's doing anything extra but just the fundamentals. Let me stop, slow you down, change your speed, and get up out of there and split two defenders and get a bucket. Man, come on, JuJu.
I like her poise, Coach. She's so poised on the court. Ooh, look at that.
And she only needs
a defender. You have to respect her drive, right?
You have to.
So she have these defenders on their heels. Ooh.
Yeah.
She gonna do here.
Hold up.
Look at that.
Hold up, Coach. We gotta go back.
Gotta rewind.
Coach, first, when you really watch this, man, and we're looking at this, right? And I'm gonna pause it. She about to hit this girl with a front back, and it's funny because I know she work out with Phil Handy, right? I be seeing some workouts with her and Phil. Man, and Phil notorious for that, teaching that front back. Working with Kawhi on it. He got a lot of folks working on that front back, and I'm gonna tell you, I've used it in my day, but I'm just saying right now. But watch how she uses to really set the defender up and give her time to read that back line defense. But then she goes into hey, I'm getting ready to pull a jumper, the little hezzy pull, and then she gets to the cup. So we gotta watch this. Ooh, front back, okay. Hezzy pull, the girl bites, opens the hips up, the help comes, and she's like, you ain't stepped up quick enough. I'm finishing at the rim.
Go ahead, rewind that though, Coach. We teach all the time about creating an A-B line, right? We bake, create, and we separate. I mean, she hits her with that. She freezes her. Now you go ahead. You see how she jumped? You have to respect that left hand. Go back a little bit.
You go back a little bit, Coach.
She go between and she returns it. She takes a dribble. Then she look at that. You see that? But the thing about it, she creates that AB line. And we
Yep.
always tell we
Yeah.
always ask players, what's the quickest way to get from point A to point B?
Yep.
It's a straight line. Woo, got it with the head fake.
Ooh.
Boom, straight line. Look at the arm.
Close
Look at
up
the
on
arm.
it. Ooh.
Look at
Moving
that.
the ball away from the defender.
She used that offhand to make sure she felt where the defender was and to just keep her away.
Coach, when I'm around this back, okay, you got to look at this right here too, right? She get a head, ooh, my bad. She get a little head fake, right? Messing up there. Just go back on the recording here. We restarted. She give a little head fake here, right? So you'll get this defender to bite. But when this girl goes to slide, she moves that inside foot. And she's already beat. She's done because before she dropped this foot, she done. So I be looking at the little things on the feet, man, because I know as defenders. I mean, it's like, ooh, she got her to jump, and she moved that right foot first.
And turned her body completely. That's what we say. It's like you should never be worried as a player on the perimeter. You should never be worried about a one-on-one.
No.
You should never be worried about a one-on-one. If you have confidence in your handles and you've been doing all the right things and practicing on good fundamentals, creating good habits, you should never be. You don't have what we say. You don't have to be the quickest person. You don't have to be the fastest person. But if you're the smartest and fundamentally sound, you can create these opportunities. Now, JuJu, she's quick, she's athletic, she has all that. But if you're fundamental, the little slight head fake, the little beta to make her think she's going left. All you need to do is create a crease. You bait, create, and separate. And that's what she did in this move right here. She bait, create. And look at the footwork, though. Look at the footwork on the crossover, though. Go back to the crossover, though, coach. Look at the footwork. We talk about a lot of times when defenders cross, they like to cross, and they don't use that advantage step. She crossed over to her right, and you notice that her right foot, look at that space she created with that right foot. A lot of players like to just turn their hips. And when you turn your hips, right, and you give a pivot instead of an advantage step, then you have to rely solely on athleticism and speed. But what she does, she's so fundamentally sound and her footwork is so sound, is that when she created that space, she crossed to that right, boom, look at that right foot is about to come. That right foot. To create that advantage step, to create that crease, that AB line, and where did she go? Straight to the bucket.
And straight to the cup. AB line, straight to the cup, right? And then, that Euro, to sell it one way, and then to finish with the same hand with the inside hand layup. Like, man, that's hard, right? Going up against a big, but you brought up something really key, coach. You talk about that advantage step, but then she goes right into her next step. We talk about it all the time about, I need to get to a spot to cut them off. So when you look at her, she makes that advantage step, right? Now her left leg is getting ready to attack that top leg of the defender, which causes her to completely open her hips, the defensive player's hips, where they're beat. Once you take that left leg and bring it over the top, coach, like that left leg right up in there, coach, right up in there. It's getting ready to attack this leg. And she's forced to open up because she couldn't beat her to the spot. She was already done with those hesitations and setups. Like this right here is elite for somebody who is and this is her freshman year. She's going into her sophomore year of college. This is highlights from her freshman year. Man, you know what, coach? I will be watching JuJu Watkins all season. Every time I get a chance to check out the game, and just giving a shout out, man, to ESPN college basketball. Thank you guys for putting this together because, man, you just really get to appreciate what JuJu's able to do. Just get into the spots and the way she's able to finish. She's able to draw fouls, etc. I mean, she got a package.
That jab. What's she gonna do here?
But
she about to rip. She about to rip. Look at her feet. We hadn't seen it yet, but look at her feet. It looked like she about to get her. She about to get her. But check it out, coach. What is the defense? Where's the defense? That's what I'm saying. Her?
Look at her defense is trying to send her to the middle. And JuJu's like, nah, I'm ready. I see all the help. I see all this help sitting right here, and I'm like, I'm not going there. There's no space there. So man, we got to back this up a little bit, coach, because I want us to really see this whole thing and really appreciate this. Jabbing her just to see what's
Facing
happening.
up. Ooh, got her.
Rip through. Ooh, stops,
Ooh,
gets
she
fouled,
got fouled and one.
and can still finish the bucket.
I got to give it to that defender though. She recovered. She got there pretty quick.
I mean,
A lot of
she
times
did.
defenders can't recover.
Hey, good defense, but better.
But she held her a little bit too.
Yeah, and then she stopped, takes the
tried to beat it to a
contact,
spot. Yeah,
concentrates, and knocks on a shot and one. Man,
and that's what we teach though. Go back to that though. Also, teaching that it's like when you have an advantage, and if the defender can recover, like she recovered, but she assumed what? She going to the hole for a layup, and then she was able to stop on the dime for a dribble pull up. And get an one.
Yeah, when you check out some of our videos, we talk about the dribble pull up and how much of a weapon it is. It's not used a lot in hoops like it should be. I'm not saying it's used a lot in the league, but as far as high school sports or college on the guy's side, I mean, man, it's such a weapon. Use the dribble pull up. Learn how to do a dribble pull up.
Yes.
But coach, man, it was fun watching JuJu, man. Coaches, we as you and I, man, as long as we've been around this game and have had the opportunity, man, to just watch players and enjoy players, etc. Man, what are some key takeaways, man, as we talk about somebody like JuJu Watkins?
Man, you can tell that she's a student of the game. You can tell that she is intentional with her preparation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You can tell that she's practicing with good habits. She's developing great habits. She's thinking ahead. She's layering her game. So as a defender if she creates an advantage one way, if a defender cuts it off, she already knows. She has a catalog what's next. And as players, we have to learn to do that. We have to learn to create counters. We have to learn to create or visualize so that we can create different scenarios. So when they happen, it's not foreign, right? It has to be common. I always tell, we tell the kids, you got to get these mental reps. Get these mental reps, right? You can't be on the court 24/7, but you can become a student and get the mental reps, the visualization. And you can tell that she does that. You can tell she practices hard. You can tell she practices. She's very intentional with her in practice. And you can tell she's a student of the game because she has the visual reps, because it seems as though she's prepared for seemingly every situation that she gets into.
Yeah. And as we wrap this up, right? Like we as player development coaches, as coaches in high school, we just preach the importance of proper development. Like everybody, when I think about Phil says, man, I'm not trying to be a circus trainer. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to teach people how to score, get buckets, play the game the right way, right? And there's no disrespect to trainers out there, but man, when you can see someone who has been trained and taught the right way, and I know she's worked out with some incredible people over the years, man, but just watching some of the stuff I've seen what she's done with Phil Handy, man, I'm telling you, JuJu is a problem. Problem. And when by the time she get to the W, man, y'all better ladies, you all better get ready, because you got a superstar coming.
Like we talked about with Caitlin. Caitlin sort of is a part of that, right?
Yep.
She's come in and she's sort of opening doors, and she's moved the needle. I think for the betterment of women's sports, especially in basketball. And I think JuJu is just going to come in, just another wave of that as well, just to help, just catapult this game for women's sport, and just bring the attention to the sport, bring the eyes to the sport, bring the love of the basketball that we have for the men's game, have it for the women's game as well. And man, I just think it's great. It's great for sports in general. Just to see these young women, these up and coming young women, right, who can just move the needle and add that spark that is needed. And to create something that's good, just make it even better. So, and also to all those students, this is someone else you should study. Study the things she does. Study how she plays the game. because she plays it the right way.
Yeah.
Study her and study. I mean, just even the small, subtle things that she does, right? Her fundamentals and just her confidence. Take elements of that, add it to your game so you can create something special in you. Go out, play with passion, be intentional, and be effective out and change the game or the players around you so that you guys can find some success on the court.
There you go, man. As we say, go get it.
Go get it.
Let's work. It's your turn. Let's go get it. Come on. Let's go get it.